All month long, we've been highlighting stories that touch our hearts and inspire people to pay it forward during this tough time. We're calling it May It Forward. I'm excited to introduce to you an incredible woman who has put up her own home as collateral in order to receive a $650,000 line of credit. She's using that money to deliver personal protection equipment, or PPE, directly to frontline medical workers. Please welcome Rhonda Rowland Shear. Hi, Rhonda.
Hello. Thank you for having me. Thank you for this opportunity.
Oh, please. It's my honor that you're here today. It's an incredible story. And I have to ask you, what was it that moved you so much to do this? What one particular thing?
Well, I suppose it was my daughter. She called up at the beginning of the pandemic after she herself had ground zero related cancer surgery and can't really help me execute again like we did at 9/11, supplies for frontline workers. But she called me and said, "Mom, this injustice is happening again. We have to do something." So I said that really she needs to rest, and I would do my best to get equipment, specifically respirators and other vital safety equipment, to the healthcare workers at the front line, just like we did at 9/11.
Now, taking out $650,000 is a huge burden to take on. How is it affecting you personally?
Well, I just kind of put blinkers on and remember what I did during 9/11. This is the same kind of situation. It's not like a regular fundraising where you get money in advance and have that luxury of time. There's no time to wait. These workers need these supplies.
Right.
And during 9/11, I got a $1 million credit line and was able to raise the money afterwards. And I figured, okay, I'm 65. I did it when I was in my 40s. I can do it again.
Yeah. And you must have a whole team of people that work with you, right?
We have all sorts of workers, not only from the GoFundMe, Cut Red Tape for Heroes.org, where people contact us and volunteer, but we also have volunteers from Housing Works, which is a homeless provider and of services here in New York. And they have been unbelievable. This was a lesson learned from Ground Zero, that you really can't contribute to a stockpile because it becomes like a black hole. People don't get it. So when you actually hand the equipment or the supplies to the workers, then you know it's reaching them.
Now, things are getting better in New York. Now, is there still a need for these supplies?
Well, we're getting urgent requests from nursing homes, from home health providers.
Mm-hmm.
It's still needed. And the idea of the fact that you've got disabled persons or homeless that need these masks to protect themselves, but to also protect our city. That the homeless individuals, they didn't have a home to shelter in place, and they're still out on the streets. And we're contributing hundreds of thousands of masks to different services that are going out into the city to make sure that everyone has these masks to protect themselves.
Incredible job that you are doing. And listen, I know that your daughter, as you said previously, got sick from helping out in 9/11. She got cancer, right?
Yes. Unfortunately, this is a story that's too frequent. It's not just hitting my family. My partner of 15 years, Chief Ron Spadafora, he was also afflicted with ground zero cancer and unfortunately passed away in June of 2018 after serving at ground zero the whole 9 months.
You are like, if this was England, the Queen would make you, she would give you a damehood. It's the same as being knighted. And I don't know how your story isn't everywhere. I know it's been out in the press, but it needs to be everywhere. Everybody needs to know what your family has sacrificed. And I cannot thank you enough for doing what you do, and also for taking the time to talk to me today. I've been so moved, and I know everybody that sees this interview will be moved as well. And you are a very, very special human being, and I applaud what you're doing, and God bless you.
God bless you. And let's pray for the workers at the front line that are still there, willing to give up their lives for us to be able to serve the city. They didn't say, oh, we don't have PPE, so we're not going to go in. Yeah. They went in those COVID patient rooms without proper protection.
I know.
Many of them got sick and died. So that's the real sacrifice. They're the real heroes. And I really don't want to put myself in that position. I have never risked my life. I risked some money, but that's quite different than risking your life.
Well, you have done, I mean, I cannot, and I know that those health workers, everybody on the front line, the homeless, everybody whose lives you touch. Thank you, Rhonda, so much. Thank you.